Dark Jewel of Arcanea. Chapter 5: The True Heist. The night had settled over Arcanea like a thick, dark cloak, the skyline a jagged silhouette against a tapestry of stars. In my office, the only light came from an enchanted lamp, casting long shadows that danced across the walls with every flicker. My desk was a battlefield of papers, magical artifacts, and the remnants of spells cast in haste. The air was heavy with the scent of old parchment and the lingering essence of magic, the city's heartbeat a constant reminder of the world outside my window. I sat back, my chair groaning under the weight of my contemplation. The amulet, which had seemed the crux of all this chaos, was now revealed to be merely a decoy, a shiny bauble to distract while the real theft occurred under our noses. My fingers traced the cool metal of the amulet, feeling the magic within, but my mind was elsewhere, on the scroll I had discovered hidden within its secret compartment. With the assistance of my extensive network of contacts, I had gradually pieced together the true nature of the crime. It became clear that an individual, or a group, had orchestrated the theft of the ancient amulet as a means to access the scroll. The scroll itself remained an enigma, a puzzle with numerous potential solutions, its secrets cloaked in layers of mystery and intrigue. This scroll was not just any piece of parchment. It was a cryptographic message, its language a puzzle wrapped in riddles, encrypted in a code that had yet to be deciphered. The script was ancient, almost alien in its complexity, suggesting it was from a time when Arcanea was but a whisper in the universe's vast expanse. As I stood and looked out the window, my reflection melding with the dark canvas of the city's night, I pondered the dual nature of Arcanea. It was a place where creation and destruction danced in an eternal ballet, and I was merely one performer among many. The storm approaching announced itself with distant flashes on the horizon and a low, rumbling growl. My musings were interrupted by a soft knock at the door. I quickly hid the scroll under a stack of papers as Ella entered, her presence bringing a rush of cool night air into the room. Her eyes, sharp and assessing, immediately went to the amulet on my desk. "Looks like you've been busy," she remarked, her voice a mix of curiosity and concern. "More than you know," I replied, pulling out the amulet. "It wasn't the prize, it was the distraction. The real treasure is this scroll, but it's locked away in some ancient cipher." Ella's interest was piqued, her fingers itching to touch the scroll. "Let me see," she said, her expertise in magical scripts and ciphers well known in Arcanea's underground. But before we could delve into the scroll, another knock came, this one more hesitant. It was Lila, her face lighting up at the sight of the amulet. "Elle, did you?" I nodded, handing her the amulet. "It's yours, Lila. Keep it safe. It's more than just an heirloom, it could be dangerous in the wrong hands." Lila's eyes welled with gratitude. "I can't thank you enough," she whispered, handling the amulet as if it were made of glass. "I'll keep it hidden, just like you said." As Lila departed, her steps light with relief, the floorboards creaked underfoot, signaling the end of her immediate worry. I turned to Ella, who watched Lila's exit with a pensive gaze, her eyes reflecting the flickering light of the lamp. "She doesn't know how close she came to something much bigger," Ella murmured, her voice low, almost swallowed by the hum of the city outside. "No," I agreed, the word heavy with the implications we both knew too well. "And it's better that way. But this scroll—" I retrieved it from its hiding spot under the papers, the parchment feeling oddly warm to the touch. As I unfolded it, the intricate script seemed to dance in the dim light, each character a puzzle piece of an ancient, forgotten game. "This looks intriguing," I said, my voice a mixture of awe and determination. The scroll was not just a piece of history. It was a challenge, a labyrinth of linguistic and magical complexity designed to guard its secrets from all but the most persistent, or the most fated. The language was unlike anything currently taught in Arcanea's academies, suggesting a depth of knowledge lost to time or intentionally hidden. It was clear this would be no quick task. It would require patience, skill, and perhaps a bit of luck. Ella leaned closer, her brow furrowed as she scrutinized the script. "This isn't just any cipher," she said, her voice laced with a blend of excitement and caution. It might take months, even years, to crack. But if what you say is true about its potential to disrupt Arcanea's balance, we need to start now. I nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility settle on my shoulders like a cloak of lead. We'll work on it together, but quietly, I decided. Arcanea is watching, and we've just stirred something deep. The city had eyes in places you wouldn't think to look, and the last thing we needed was to draw the wrong kind of attention. Ella gave a small, knowing smile, one that spoke of shared secrets and the thrill of the unknown. Let's dance with the shadows then, she suggested, her tone light yet resolute. I'll start looking into similar scripts, see if there's a key we're missing. She moved towards the door, her hand resting on the knob as she paused. Be careful, Elle. You made another enemy on this case, and in Arcanea, enemies remember. With those parting words, she left, the door closing with a soft click that sounded like the sealing of a pact. The room felt suddenly larger, the silence more profound. I was alone with the scroll, its secrets whispering from the parchment like the distant echoes of the city. Outside, the night was punctuated by the occasional flash of lightning, each bolt illuminating the room briefly, casting long, stark shadows across the walls. The storm outside mirrored the turmoil within Arcanea's magical governance, a silent promise of change, of upheaval, or perhaps of revelation. As I turned back to the scroll, I knew this was just the beginning of a much longer journey, one that would delve into the very soul of the city, its past, and possibly its future. Looking out at the storm-blasted night, the city seemed to breathe, its lights a testament to the life and magic that thrived despite the darkness. I knew this storm was merely a metaphor for another storm brewing in the shadows that could either save or doom us all. With this case, I wasn't closing a chapter but opening a door to a labyrinth of secrets waiting to be unraveled. As the clock struck another hour, I turned back to my desk, lightning casting a brief shadow of my tall outline across the worn wooden surface. The scroll lay there, a silent adversary, its secrets locked away, waiting for the right combination of knowledge, magic, and perhaps a bit of luck. This was just the beginning of another adventure in the heart of Arcanea, a journey into the depths of its history, magic, and the very essence of power.